welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Elly Cifuentes and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. As you read by the title, today I'm going to be sharing 10 tips for beginners that are just starting out to do their makeup, because I definitely know that I needed help when I was starting to do mine, because I unfortunately walked out of the house looking not the most presentable because I just didn't know how to navigate all the products, how to apply it on my face. I kind of want to be that older sister for some of you that are getting into doing their makeup. Also, I just want to do a disclaimer that you are beautiful with and without makeup. It is fun, artistic, it is a way to enhance our features. I just wanted to give that disclaimer out there that you are beautiful. I do also want to say that products that I will be showing and recommending are products that I use for myself and that I highly recommend, but also I do have a different skin type than everyone else. Things work differently for me than they would for you or others. I'm definitely on the more drier side for my skin and I have very sensitive skin, so I will let you guys into the little secrets of how to just apply your makeup beautifully and the 10 simple tips that you need just to achieve that. So what we're gonna do today, I'm just gonna get my clips. This isn't step one, but always clip your hair back before you do your makeup. So the way I'm gonna do this today is, on one side I'm gonna do the tips that I've learned over the years and kind of show the differences, and then on the side where I just never followed those tips and I neglected it completely. So I really want to show the difference of how following simple tips can just kind of really bring your makeup to the next level. So let's get into it. I did organize these tips on my trusty iPad. It looks very messy, but I kind of organized it in a way from how a makeup routine kind of goes by. But if anything, just go by how you want to do your routine. This is just how I do my makeup routine and what I've been doing over the years to kind of achieve a really nice base and like makeup look. Also, if you guys want to see how I organize my green iPad Air, because I spent so much time organizing this in such a beautiful way, I will definitely make a video on that. My first tip on the list is skincare. I cannot stress enough how important skincare is for your makeup to apply beautifully. In the past, I never really prioritized skincare. I just kind of wanted a quick fix. I thought that just putting, the products to cover up whatever blemishes I had would just kind of do the thing, which it does definitely do the thing. But I found that in the long run, skincare was like such an amazing investment, and I'm so glad that I did invest in it, because if it wasn't for skincare, I would have been having a lot of dry patches on my face and it would not be looking the way it does today. I really do recommend is finding out your skin type. Now, it can be either dry, combo, oily. There are many resources online and videos on YouTube even to help find what skin type you have. It's really important to find out as well for makeup, because there are some makeup products that sit well more with dry skin, combo, or oily. Some foundations work better with dry, or some foundations work better with oily skin. You really want to know which one will be better suited for your skin, so you don't waste your time, you don't waste your money on those products. Always make sure to look at reviews and everything before you purchase something, because it might not even be meant for your skin type. I know that I have very dry skin. It looks pretty hydrated right now and I haven't even done my skincare routine, but that's because I do have a routine that helps prevent water loss and hydrates my skin very well. Because if I didn't have that routine in the past, I always had patches everywhere. If I did this to my skin, there were always little wrinkles that would appear, and even my forehead, when I would move it up, a lot of dry kind of wrinkles and very itchy, very irritated. So that's how I know I have dry skin, especially because growing up I suffered from eczema. What a skincare routine looks like is first your cleanser, then your toner, your serums, your moisturizer, and then your SPF. But if you guys want me to do a skincare routine of how to achieve glowing skin when you have really dry, sensitive skin, I will definitely do that. But now I'm going to be doing my skincare on this side, everything that I use, and I'll be right back. On this side, I already put my serums, and you can tell the glow, like the difference of how this side's glowy and this side is not as glowy. Now, my second tip is a moisturizer / primer. Now, personally, I do not use a primer. I have tried primers in the past. I prefer lotion more just because it is a part of your skincare routine and I really prioritize skin. Lately, I've been loving the Bioma Moisturizing Gel Cream. I absolutely love this. I've been using it for a few days now, but I love the little pump. So I'm just gonna put it, oh, it just like flew. I'm gonna put a few pumps just because it's only one side of my face. I don't want to use too much. This is what I use to allow for my makeup to sit better on my skin, and it just also moisturizes my skin at the same time, which is what I need as a dry skin girly. My third tip that I wrote on my mighty trusty iPad is SPF. I used to like walk around just like letting the sun ruin my skin. No, like you need SPF. Now, I highly recommend the Clarins 50 SPF. This is what I've been using. I'm almost almost done it. I need to get another one. It also reduces the look of dark spots. Like, my skin is so much brighter now that I use it on a more consistent daily base. I love this sunscreen so much. Really melts into your skin. Now that we have the skincare part done, the fourth tip that I have is a tinted moisturizer slash foundation, because everyone has their preferences, and I know I definitely did back then. I was obsessed with powder foundation. This is the NYX Can't Stop powder foundation, and that's what I would use to blend all over my face, and it gave a really nice finished look. So I'll actually use this foundation on this side and then the tinted moisturizer that I use on this side. Let me get my beauty blender out. I actually look at this cute little case I have for my beauty blender. Let's do this side first because I have the moisturizer and everything on it. This is the Maracuja Tinted Hydrator from Tarte. I have been using this for so long. If you've been on my channel, you've seen me use this multiple times. And personally, I only apply my products on my cheek. I just like covering that up, and then whatever excess I have, I'll just tap it onto my forehead just to create like a very skin finished look. My fifth tip is knowing the difference between matte and dewy makeup. So what I'm doing right now is a dewy makeup look. These are the Dew Bronze Drops from Drunk Elephant. I love a nice glowy look, and it also gives you a bronze look. Dewy pretty much is very shiny. It's not mattifying. It's really important to know the differences of that so you can know what kind of makeup routine you're looking for or what makeup products you're looking for. So now you can see the difference, how I'm more bronzy on this side and it's like a nice light filter finish look. I love a dewy bronze look. On this side, I don't have any skincare. I don't have any SPF. I don't have any sort of base. I would just use a beauty blender with whatever liquid foundation I had at the time, or this. I go like this. I unfortunately don't have any foundations right now. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's already starting to patch up here. Like, I love this foundation powder. It's really nice coverage. Like, look at that. The coverage is gorgeous on it. So this is like the difference between a glowy and a matte look. I do set it down and everything, so it doesn't look this glowy. It just looks like that for now. But that's because you want your makeup to last. My makeup would never lasted if I just did it like this. And the dry patches start forming, and I can feel them forming right now a little bit on my cheeks. I really love this side too. I love the flawless filter finish, but like, it would definitely look so much better if I just had done some skincare with it. This also relates to knowing what kind of makeup you want. I love dewy. I'm going to be using only liquid products. I use the Rare Beauty liquid blush as well as the Rare Beauty liquid highlighter. These both help me achieve a furthermore dewy look. Now for this side, I would use a more mattifying bronzer and also a more mattifying blush to have a mattifying kind of effect. That's why you really have to know what kind of products you're going to get, because they're both different and they all work really differently. You can also use these all together. It's however you want to combine them. Sometimes I do use these all together, and that's completely fine. You just got to know what works for you, right? So on this side, I'm going to show you how to apply the Rare Beauty liquid highlighter. Pretty much you really only want a dot of this, and you want to apply it on the highest point of your cheek. And then what I like to do as well is I get the liquid highlighter and I mix it together. I highly recommend doing them together. And I also blend with my fingers. Don't look at my nails. They're so outgrown and like I need to fix them. I just love using my fingers to allow it to melt into my skin. This is a dewy look and you can apply more. I find that this is in the shade Hope. I find that this shade does sometimes need a few more applications than the other blushes. And also this highlighter is in the shade Enlighten. My skin here feels like really dry right now and like just not it right now. I really hate products on my skin without any like kind of base underneath. And it does look good on camera, like I will admit it looks so good, but in person it just doesn't feel the greatest and it doesn't look the greatest when I look in the mirror. I do not like how it looks at all. A nice summer glowy bronze look, and that's how I apply that highlighter, and it's so simple and easy, and I love how just blendable it is and how it just really soaks into your skin beautifully. I use the Dior blush in the shade Rosy Glow. I don't have my kind of base right now, but maybe it will. Yeah, see, it's not. It's like, it's not gonna show right now. Watch, I'm gonna put some on this side and look how nice it's gonna be. The nice pink. See, like the pink just goes, it shows, yup. Look at that pink. It's just so pigmented. Now I'm gonna really have to blend it out, but see how pink it is here compared to this side? Like it's the same exact amount of product. That's why some people might say the product doesn't work, but you have to know how to use the makeup. You gotta achieve those steps to really allow for the makeup to show through. The way I contour is with a blush. You see how snatched I look here compared to this side? Just not feeling it. My sixth tip is concealer. I never used to wear concealer. I thought that it was just kind of a useless step in my makeup routine, but no, it makes such a difference. Like, I promise you, your makeup will be to the next level. Personally, I use the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer from Charlotte Tilbury just because it is half skincare, half makeup product, which I really love. And there are apparently sparkles in this that come out. Personally, me, I don't really see many sparkles that come out of this one, maybe because it's a lighter shade, but when I use it, I love it so much. You can use a color correcting, which helps with the blues and the purples, or like the grays under your eyes. I will insert a photo here that kind of shows color correctors for concealer to help it apply better. I just like concealer just to kind of like brighten it up. I also put some dots on whatever blemishes that I find or any redness. Now I'm gonna just blend it out with my finger. Bring your concealer up. With your concealer, it is so important to understand what kind of shade or what kind of look that you're looking for. This concealer is not full coverage. It is like more like a medium coverage one. There are full coverage concealers as well. I did used to use the Rare Beauty one, so I used to use this all the time. I will put that on this side. I got this concealer when I didn't really understand concealer, and look how bright that is. That's not something that I really want. I mean, I do want my eyes to be brightened, but not this much. You have to really understand your shade, and if you want the concealer to be kind of like your skin tone, but maybe one shade up to brighten it, or maybe a few shades up to brighten it, it is completely up to you. And also, this concealer is applying terribly right now. My eye is so dry underneath and I have no moisture. 7th tip would be setting spray or a powder, just like to set your makeup. Setting your makeup is so important. I never used to do that. I used to kind of like just be like, oh, my makeup will last, but no, it really will not last. This little guys are the best. They really allow for your makeup to look like velvet. Today I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier powder. Pretty much just put some powder here. I really like dab it into the puff powder, and then I also kind of like puff some out on my hand just so I don't apply too much to my under eye. So I just kind of like start here and I pat and I press and I press. And look how nice that looks. It looks really good. And also another tip, that if you see a lot of creasing, found that if you just keep applying a little bit more powder, it should not crease as much. I also just kind of like line it up a bit. I just kind of like fix some areas that I want to fix up with the puff powder. And also with your powder, if it does take some kind of product away, just go back with that blush brush and just go back in those areas and just pat. Now, setting spray and setting powder are completely different. They're for different purposes. They are different products, but to me, they work the same way. You're setting your makeup down. So that's what I did with my concealer. I set it down and I set whatever other products I did down. What I use is the MAC Fix Plus spray. I love the MAC Fix Plus spray. It's just so hydrating. So we're gonna set one side of my face, which is this side. What I do to dry it is I have this trusty Bear Friend. I love this thing. I used it for traveling because it gets hot in some places and I like to keep myself cool. It's actually in my Amazon front. Hair gel for eyebrows. I use the Got2b hair gel, and what I did was I put it into this little spoolie empty applicator to apply to my eyebrows. I swear I get the most compliments when I use this on my eyebrows. They have their own eyebrow product, like a gel, but I did not find that in store and I can't find it for some reason. I don't know how much that one is, but this is $7 for this whole thing, and it's a lot. And plus you can use it on your hair if you want to do hairstyles. When you put it in here, it lasts forever. It does get quite messy, I will admit. What I used to do before is I would use an eyebrow pencil. I would fill it in first and then I would set. I find that this works so much better. You brush your eyebrows upwards, the hair gel first, and you kind of let it set. I don't apply any pressure because I find when you do apply pressure, those white kind of like flakes start forming. I'm very light with it. And then I get a dry spoolie with nothing on it and I just brush over it to make sure we don't get any of those whites, and I just kind of shape it out a bit. Just give it a nice shape. Then you fill it in. Now you have the shape and everything. This is your brow. Just fill in the sparse areas. I don't fill in my brows anymore. I just like setting it down, but I really recommend you set it first with your gel, whichever gel you use, and then fill it in. Trust me on this, your brows will look so much better. Number 9, invest in a eyelash curler. It can be scary or intimidating to use as a beginner, but you're fine, trust me. You want to put it right here to kind of like the line of your lashes, and just hold for about 5 seconds. I count with like Mississippi. I'm like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, and 5, and slowly let go. And there we go. See the difference between my lashes? Do it for a few times. The mascara that I will always recommend is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. I don't really care for high-end mascaras because drugstore mascaras are so good. And this L'Oreal one, like out of this world. So I'm just gonna take it and I'm just gonna do a few swipes. I like to blink when I apply my mascara. Kind of hard to do on camera, but I just really want to show you guys. I'm gonna show you the side that isn't curled. This mascara is honestly so good that I think it will just lift my lashes without a curler. Why does that look so good, guys? Oh my god, do you even need to invest in a curler when you're using this mascara? I'm kind of shook right now. This mascara is just so good, guys. This mascara itself just proved me wrong. So, you know, it's up to you if you want an eyelash curler if you're using this mascara. I'm so messy with my mascara, like, guys. I think the messier your mascara is, the better it'll look. I actually will show you guys what I do to clean it up. Micellar water and Q-tips are gonna be your best friend. I love using micellar water for my eyes. What I do is I just kind of like put the Q-tip right here. Let's do a little few squeeze, let the cotton kind of absorb the water, and then I go in and it removes it so nicely. Like, look, it's just gone. Bye gone. Personally, me, I like this side better, the side that I used my eyelash curler, because these little guys are able to stand up while these guys are kind of struggling to stay up. I'm impressed. I have really flat, like straight lashes, and they usually don't lift, and I've actually never used this on its own. I just kind of always use an eyelash curler. I'm so impressed with the way it lifted my lashes. For me, I can never live without mascara. Mascara is like the one product that I will not live without. It is the one product I think really brings my face together and brings my eyes together. My 10th tip is apply your highlighter last. There's definitely more inexpensive ones, but I like to use the Dior Backstage one. You can also put the highlighter on right when your face is dewy from the setting spray. It looks so good like that as well. But personally, me, I just kind of like let it dry down a bit. I do my mascara. Up to you and how you want to do your makeup and how you want to approach your routine, because everyone is different. And this is just the way that I'm accustomed. For highlighter, I like using a nice kind of champagne looking one. So let's just tap it away a bit, and then let's go in. Just the perfect amount that I need. You always want to do it at like the top of your cheekbone. I also love putting the highlighter on these points. So I put it under my brows, doing the tip of my nose, just tapping it on there, just so it's a nice glow. And no highlighter, highlighter. There's a difference. Now I'm sharing this with you all so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. 11th step, I've kind of like forgot to add it in. Use Aquaphor for your lips. Aquaphor is the best thing ever. It makes your lips so nice and shiny, and you stay hydrated. I actually got it from the big tub, transferred it into a little tub so I can have it in my makeup drawer. So as y'all can see the difference, these are the tips that I have been using for such a long time. Master my makeup look and master what fits with my face. So hopefully these tips helped you guys. If you want any more kind of advice or anything that I can help, because I feel like I have a lot of experience in some areas of my life, I'm here to help absolutely anyone. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. My name is Elly Cifuentes. If you're new, make sure you subscribe and like this video and turn on those post notifications for any new videos. I try to post every week, but unfortunately I still am in school and I do work, so to juggle all these three together can be quite a challenge sometimes. But I do post regularly, but mostly follow me on my Instagram, because my Instagram is where I post more on my stories and kind of give more updates as to where I am with posting a video on YouTube. So all my social medias are down below. Everything's in the description. If you guys want to look at this little trusty bear friend, make sure to check out my Amazon front. That's all for today's video. Hope you all enjoy, and I hope you guys see the difference of my makeup.